morning children. Welcome back to the science class. In the previous class, we have learnt about the conduction of heat. Now, let me tell you a very interesting fact. It will surprise you to know that the way heat is transferred in solids is not the same as how heat is transferred in liquids and gases. Now, why do you think it is so? Because the liquids and gases, the packing of the molecules is not as dense as in solids. In liquids, the molecules are loosely packed, and in gases, they are even most loosely packed as compared to liquids. So, obviously, conduction is not the method by which heat can be transferred from one point to another in the case of liquids and gases. Then, how does heat transfer in liquids and gases? How does heat transfer in liquids and gases? Yes, heat is transferred through the process of convection in liquids and gases. However, conduction and radiation also takes place, but it is negligible. Let us study about the convection of heat. Convection of heat. What is convection of heat? The process by which heat is transmitted in liquids and gases by the actual movement of molecules is called convection. By the actual movement of molecules is called convection. What is that actual movement of molecule? Liquids and gases are bad conductors of heat. Therefore, heat is not generally transmitted through them by conduction. When liquids and gases are heated, they expand and rise. The cooler liquid or gas moves down to take the place that was occupied by the warm liquid or gas. The cooler substance similarly gets heated up and rises. What is the meaning of it? The molecules which are warm goes up, and then the molecules which are cool come down to take the place of warm molecules. This process will continue till the entire substance is heated. This is called convection. What is convection? Current. The continuous movement that is seen when a warm substance rises and a cooler substance settles down in its place is called convection current. This continuous process is called the convection current. Now we are going to see the experiments for convection current in water and also the convection current in air. Experiment. Convection of heat. Let us learn about convection of heat in water. Take a round flask and fix it to a stand. Fill the flask with cold water. Then carefully drop a few crystals of potassium permanganate to the bottom of the flask. Now heat the water by placing a Bunsen burner with a small flame under the flask and observe the crystals. When the water at the bottom of the flask is heated, it expands. The expanded water is less dense than the surrounding water and therefore starts to rise. The cooler regions of the water in the upper part of the flask, being denser, sink. Observe the colored water rise up the beaker side, go across the top and then sink down the other side of the beaker. This is called convection of heat in liquid. Convection of heat in air. Take a closed rectangular box with glass fitted to its one side. Pierce 2 holes at the top of the rectangular box. Fit 2 glass tubes at the top to form chimneys. Place the candle below chimney B. Light the candle. Hold the smoldering piece of paper over chimney A and observe the movement of the smoke. You will observe smoke entering the box through chimney A and gets heated up by the candle and comes out of the chimney B. This is because the air above the candle gets heated and expands and is now less dense than the surrounding air. It rises out of the chimney. In doing so, the cooler surrounding air, being denser, sinks through the other chimney to replace the less dense air. The movements of the hot and cold air set up a convection current. The smoke produced by a piece of smoldering paper held above the cooler chimney makes the convection visible. Now you can understand convection of heat in liquids and gases. What is called convection of heat? The process by which heat is transmitted in liquids and gases by the actual movement of molecules is called convection. What is called convection current? The continuous movement that is seen when a warm substance rises and a cooler substance settles down in its place is called convection current. Thank you.